Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Another video here on the Madman on this channel. Whenever the fuck this channel called, I forget. Anyways, the reason why I'm here is because this stuff needs to be said because I'm sick and tired of this shit. And people, it's these new wrestling fans, WWE fans, WWE Universe, whatever the fuck you want to call them. These new wrestling fans that excuse me, that always talk about, they always try to talk about wrestling, have no clue what the hell they're talking about. They started watching wrestling about, what, 3 or 4 years ago. In the middle of the PG era, we have these new wrestling fans that like talking about, that like Cena, and like Orton, and like Zack Ryder, and like Santino Marella, and like all these friggin' pathetic pansy wrestlers that don't know shit about wrestling and can't wrestle, can't talk. God damn it, shut the hell up. And that they can't do shit. And it's like, what the fuck? I mean, you gotta be kidding me, right? These wrestling fans that come at me and come at these old school wrestling fans. I'm like, oh, Zack Ryder's awesome. Oh, Randy Orton's awesome. John Cena's the best. Even though John Cena wears these bright ass shirts and cuts lame ass promos and talk about other shit that no one gives a damn about. Is lame ass catchphrase like, you can't see me, all that other shit. Fuck you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then all of a sudden we got other people. We have these other people who like Orton. And don't get me wrong, I used to kind of like Orton when he was back in Legacy, before he all of a sudden became a snake. All of a sudden became a snake, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm a predator. What are you, a fucking predator? Put on the fucking predator mask, Orton, and come out to the ring and pretend you're a predator. That makes more sense than if you coming out and cutting promos like this now. I am the Viper. I'm the Predator, the WWE. I will find you, and then when I find you, you will get an RKO. That's boring as fuck. Why the hell are you cutting promos like that all of a sudden? That sucks. I don't want that garbage. What I want is the Randy Orton to come out and cut a good promo like he used to. Back in 2006, 7, maybe 8, you know, when he was Legacy, cutting these good promos. That's boring. Cena has never cut a good promo in his entire fucking life. Even back when he was the rapper, he used to cut these lame-ass fucking raps that no one gave a damn about. Like, that's lame as fuck. Why the hell is he rapping like that? What is he, Vanilla Ice or something? These lame-ass raps? Well, apparently. Then these wrestling fans start... And then these fans start talking to me how, oh, well, Wade Barrett's good and Cody Rhodes is good. I want to see them, you know, I want to see Wade Barrett as champion. No! Are you kidding? Wade Barrett as champion be as bad as Sheamus right now as the world champion. Sheamus, I'm a big Irish guy. Yeah, with my fucking red hair and my fucking red beard and my pale whiteness. I'm the Great White. Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. That's all he does. And he has this stupid kick, which beat Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds. Daniel Bryan had a job to this fucking guy in 18 seconds. What a joke that was. I mean, that's just a fucking joke. Daniel Bryan can beat the shit out of wrestle Sheamus anytime he wants and beat him 1, 2, 3. But instead, Daniel Bryan had the job to this guy. The job of this big Irish freak, or not freak, but jabroni, because he wanted to. Because WWE made him to do it. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now. I'm so angry. Anyways, the whole point is, it's like, then we have the Zack Ryder fans. Don't get me started on those fans in particular. But I'm just talking about new wrestling fans in general. Why don't you guys go back? And also, a lot of them say, oh, forget about the past. The past is the past. Well, if it wasn't for the past, WrestleMania wouldn't have sold half of what it did. WrestleMania would have sucked without Rock, without Undertaker, Triple H, and without Jericho. That WrestleMania would have sucked. No one would have ordered it. It would have been a big disaster. It would have been worse than last year's shit. And last year did suck big time. So even with The Rock there, it sucked big time. I mean, oh my God. Anyway, the whole point is that sucked. This WrestleMania this year would have sucked even worse if it wasn't for those guys I just mentioned. It wasn't for the past. So you guys talk about, oh, we need to forget about the past. The future is right here. New generation's right here. New generation. Please, they all suck. 90% of these guys suck. You need to go back to developmental for about 5 years. Just keep them away from TV. Brodus Clay sucks. Cody Rhodes has potential, but he sucks right now. Wade Barrett kind of has potential, but he sucks now too. Even though they're planning on pushing him as soon after he comes back from injury, I don't know why. But anyways, he sucks as well. Who else sucks? Ted DiBiase sucks. All these guys. You can mention Drew McIntyre. I can go on and on. He sucks as well. I can just go on and on and on, just mentioning why these guys suck and why these guys are not ready. That's the key word. They're not fucking ready for the big time, for the big show. They're not ready for this big show. I'll text you later. They're not ready for the big show, for Raw or SmackDown. They're not even ready for superstars, a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys, they stuck with superstars like Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, I don't remember half these guys' fucking name. Anyway, the whole point is all these guys suck. They suck. Let's move on. Let's start bringing back some of the old guard. Not talking about Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about the Triple H's, the Road Dogg has recently been back, even though he's not back officially, not back in the ring yet, but he's been backstage. He can cut a promo. Who else? Who else in back? You have Brock Lesnar, who's better than 90% of those guys anyway. You have The Rock. You have all these. They're talking about. I heard rumors about 2 more other guys that are returning. I don't know who they are because I didn't read the article. I really don't want to read. I don't want to read the spoilers or whatever the fuck you want. The dirt sheets. I don't like reading that because it like spoils shit. Oh, the fucking music's back on, of course. You know, right in the middle of my fucking video. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't, you know, fucking ruin my video. Anyways, the whole point is, and then all of a sudden, then we have today's WWE wrestlers, superstars, we call them. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, the whole point is, we have the CM Punk, who came out last year in his promo and complained about The Rock being the main event. All I gotta say to CM Punk is, look, if The Rock wasn't the main event, that pay-per-view wouldn't have sold. Because you and Jericho would not have sold that pay-per-view. I mean, you wouldn't have. I mean, not as much as it did now. Not as much as WrestleMania sold. You guys would have done it. And you have other guys complaining, oh, Brock Lesnar's back. It's not fair. I mean, he's only going to work part-time. We're going to work full-time, make less money than him. Motherfucker, if you guys didn't suck, maybe, just maybe, you would have to bring Brock Lesnar back part-time basis, paying him approximately $5 million, which is like Cena money and Triple H money. You guys wouldn't, if you guys didn't suck, maybe he wouldn't have to do that. But you guys suck. Nobody wants to see you guys. Nobody wants to see Dolph Ziggler and his fucking push-ups and handstands. That's not wrestling. That sucks. No one wants to see Big Show. No one wants to see any of these fucking guys. I mean, Santino Umbrella with his stupid-ass Cobra. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You suck. Anyway, I can't believe he's the U.S. champion. That's a whole nother rant that I really don't want to get into right now. Anyways, the whole point is... Anyway, another thing I want to mention real quick. Oh, all you superstars that are whining and complaining, all you gotta say is if you didn't suck as bad as you did, maybe, just maybe, you know, Vince wouldn't bring back all these old guys, or all these guys from the past, recent past, pay him all his money, and bring him back. I would like to see Kurt Angle back. Kurt Angle's better than all you guys. I would like to see RVD back. Even RVD's better on the guys. Even though RVD's gotten lazy the last few years, but he's still better than a lot of you guys. I would like them to bring back maybe even Jeff Hardy. Even Jeff Hardy, his drug addict ass. You know, he's better than a lot of these fucking wrestlers that you have today. Even who else? Who else in TNA that should be in WWE right now? Mr. Anderson sucks. He can go fuck himself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, those guys I mentioned that this should bring back is better than a lot of the new guard or new talent that he has now today. They all suck. I mean, at least with Kurt Angle, RVD, Jeff Hardy, even to an extent. I really don't like Jeff Hardy. The whole point is, another thing I don't know why I keep saying the whole point. Fuck. Anyways, the whole point, again, I said the whole point. Shut the fuck. Angel, I mean, you're an idiot. I'm just so mad right now. I'm just even mad at myself. And another thing, one more thing I want to mention. I want to mention certain people that just start talking for no reason and don't know shit about wrestling. I've been watching wrestling for 20 years right now. I know. I know, I don't care. He's like, oh, you watch wrestling so long that you should go away. A lot of these old wrestling fans, a lot of these new wrestling fans don't know shit. That's the whole point. They don't know anything. They don't know about Brock Lesnar. They don't know about Kurt Angle. They don't know about Bret Hart. They don't know about Macho Man or even Hogan. They don't know about none of these guys that used to be way better than what we have now. This is now. Now the wrestlers used to be up here. Used to be all cool, all Roddy Piper, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan. Who else? Who else we're talking about? We're talking about Junkyard Dog. We're talking about Ric Flair even in his prime. We're talking about Hogan. I think I mentioned him already. But we're talking about all these guys that were way better than what we have now. Now, even in the 90s, even during the 90s, when the early 90s, the wrestling wasn't that good. You had Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, you had Undertaker coming at that time. You had Kevin Nash, you had Scott Hall, as Razor Ramon and Diesel, of course. But still, you had him there. You had who else you had coming during that period? You had a lot of guys. Those are the main guys that came in during that period. That even though technically sucked because after Hogan era, Hogan went to WCW. But the whole point is you had better wrestlers even in the early 90s when it wasn't really that good compared to the 80s. Then you had the late 90s. You have Rock. You have Stone Cold. You have Triple H. You had even Undertaker even reformed his character in this period. You had Road Dogg. You had Badass Billy Gunn. Even Badass Billy Gunn, who sucked, was better than a lot of these guys these days. You had who else you had? You had tag team. You had the women's division was way better. You had the main events, Austin, Rock, Triple H. I know I mentioned them. The whole point is these main events from back in the 90s were way better than the fucking main events getting now with Cena. Cena always beating everyone. With Orton always stuck up in the main event. You have now all these guys. I mean, you had the main events. Like the main event of friggin' the Elimination Chamber from February was Kane versus John Cena in a friggin' ambulance match. Who gave a shit about this match? That match sucked anyway. Who gave a shit about that fucking match? In the main event of one of the main events of Royal Rumble, you have CM Punk against freaking Dolph Ziggler. I don't care about that match. Dolph Ziggler, I don't like Dolph Ziggler. I don't care about him. CM Punk kind of fallen off in my book over last 10 months. Ever since he jobbed, and I say jobbed, the Triple H at friggin' Night of Champions last year. No reason why that should have happened, but it did anyway. It did. Oh well, CM Punk kind of fallen off ever since then. He become more of a company guy, which is okay, But just don't come at me saying CM Punk is just idol and he should be worshipped. I don't know. I mean, the whole point is that sucked. Punk is now leveled off. He leveled off with the Cenas and the Ortons. That's what he had done. Anyway, again. Shut the fuck up. This is ridiculous. They're just yelling in this fucking building. Anyways, the whole point is, for the millionth time, is these new fans need to watch old past wrestling. Oh, buy the DVDs or rent them or go on Netflix. If you have Netflix, there's plenty of old school wrestling from the 80s and 90s, and wrestling was really great when I was growing up. These kids now are watching wrestling. These new fans, they don't know what good wrestling is. They bit him in the ass. Like, oh shit, what is that? Oh shit. Oh, I don't know. That sucked. Anyway, I want Cena. I want Orton. I want Zack Ryder. Fuck you losers. I mean, just watch old school wrestling. Maybe you will learn what wrestling is. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be like, oh, that wrestling sucks. I like John Cena. I like Orton. I like Zack Ryder's six pack. Oh, Zack Ryder's six pack is epic. I want to lay my head on there like, oh, yes, that's what I want. You fucking loser fans, get the fuck out of here. Well, this rant's gone on way too fucking long. I'm done. Actually, I'm not done. I could talk forever, but I'm not going to because I don't want to hit this video any more longer. Well, until next time, peace out. Fuck you fans too, by the way. That's the last thing I have to say.